Yeah, check 1 2.
1 2 1 2.
This is the Mrs. Z and Fifth podcast.
Uh,
We live, y'all.
we live. Yeah, man. hmm
Okay. Yeah, everybody. Let's get this going. What's up, y'all?
Hey, what's up? What's good? What's good? What's good? Good to be here. Ooh, good to be here, man. Yeah, man.
Man,
Yeah.
it's a crying shame.
Uh, what's going on with my
Yeah,
brother,
let
man?
me stop this music real quick. Yo, this is another episode of Mrs. Z and Fifth with your host, Zach Kearson, the Fifth General. What's up?
What's good? What's good to be here, y'all. Good to be here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. We're live, y'all. Thanks for tuning in.
So, we're discussing, um, look, let me make sure. Look, here's the thing. I know a lot of people have been seeing things, right? And about the emasculation of the black man. You know, I'm not happy
Mm,
about it. I don't think anybody's happy about it, right?
no, no.
But we've been seeing things, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. And it's they do it slow.
Uh
It
huh.
started off slow. Like what I mean by slow, it means by it that like when something is igniting and it's starting
Mm
off real slow. Like it started back in like I'm gonna go way back, and some people might not even know his name. I'm gonna just say it. Back in the '70s, when Flip Wilson started dressing, he did a show, and this is before I was a little before I was born. And some of the episodes, sometimes they would show black men dressing up just to entertain and perform. They would dress up in women wear. They would wear like a dress, lipstick, got their hair did, and just for entertainment purposes. And then you would sit back and laugh. But that was a sneaky way of Hollywood just throwing it out there, throwing the idea out there, throwing it out there that we're gonna de- demasculate our brothers. Just throwing it out there, just for entertainment purposes, for laughing, for comedy, laughing and comedy. And then as time went on, and the um, explosion
hmm.
of
Mm hmm.
entertainment when brothers are dressing and because you have to look at it this way. Let's look at it this way. Now, in our community, in our society, in our community, it was a way of separating the black women from the black men, right?
Mm hmm.
Separation as
Mm hmm.
far as the community, as far as us getting information, certain resources, certain
Yeah.
things, as far as and and Hollywood for some apparent reason didn't gravitate towards the masculinity
Mm hmm.
of like movies, shows like series like Shaft
Yeah.
and series some of the black exploitation films that came out exploded in the 1970s,
Right.
and it was like that macho superhero. So what they did, they instead of promoting 110th Street, the movie,
Mm.
and promoting super movies like Superfly and certain things like that, Here
Right.
comes Cleo. Here comes Cleopatra Jones. Cleopatra
Mm-hmm.
Jones with a black woman as a superhero. Cleopatra Jones. Big up to, and I always have to say, big up to Cleopatra Jones. Big up to Prime Greer for doing their thing. Respect to
Mm-hmm.
them.
Mm-hmm.
Respect, 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 respect. Nothing but respect.
Yeah.
And then after a while, you seeing feminine men that came on the scene. Well, I told you before of the Flip Wilson, but that one episode, not all the episodes, just that one episode. And then
Right.
as it gradually grew, and then let's fast forward to the early 2000s, early
Yeah.
2000s,
Yeah.
enter Tyler Perry, Medea,
Mm-hmm.
and enter Medea, and it is, and really Medea was made because Tyler Perry stated that that story was it gravitated towards his how he grew up, where his folks grew up though, but he and Spike Lee didn't like it. I guess he dressed himself up as Medea,
Yeah.
and it didn't. With certain producers, it didn't hit too well. Like it didn't hit Spike Lee too well, and although certain parts made you laugh, but it was like, but this is where we had to go to get the entertainment, to get us laughing, and it's subtle. Okay, you're laughing at it because it's Medea. You're laughing at it, and it's subtle. But then, as time went on, you had white chicks with no even before white chicks. This is a little around white chicks era when you had the Winning brothers dressed up as white chicks. Yes, that's one thing. And then Medea just exploded. Medea exploded, went big time. So the only way you would see a Tyler Perry Medea film is Medea gotta be there. But
Yeah.
the thing is that and I guess what Spike Lee said before, why is it that we gotta wear why we gotta put a skirt on, why we gotta put lipstick on just to make you laugh, just to
Mm.
entertain you,
Mm.
just to entertain you and make you laugh.
Yeah.
Why do we have to go there? Now, big up to Cat Williams that said, I ain't putting you ain't gonna catch me in no
Hey,
you ain't gonna catch me in no skirt and no
before you get to Cat Williams, remember
yeah.
Richard Pryor, JoJo
Okay.
Dancer.
Okay, okay, okay.
Remember
I
he
knew I was forgetting something. I knew I was
right.
forgetting something. Yeah,
Remember he
yes.
was a character of a cross dresser, right?
Yes, yes,
And,
yes.
and
I
and then
knew.
look at how they elevated RuPaul's career.
Oh, yes. Early 90s. Am I right? Am I right? Early 90s.
Uh-huh,
Early
uh-huh.
90s, the early 90s.
So
RuPaul. Yes.
so they've been
Mm-hmm.
trying to they've been always look the masculinity of the black man's been attacked before that. So
Yeah.
they were saying that back in slavery times, right? That when the slave masters wanted to feel amused or somewhat,
Mm-hmm.
what you
Mm-hmm.
call it, entertained, that they would
Yes.
have a man uh, dress dress like a court jester uh, skirt kind of situation going on, and then they would have him
Yeah.
dancing.
Yeah.
And then Dave Chappelle talked about how they wanted to put him in a dress when he did Blue Streak.
Oh, see? See? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Zacchaeus.
And it yeah, and it's a way to feminize us and a way
Uh-huh.
to say that okay we're not because they see remember they wanted remember Hollywood I would say Hollywood or the powers that be want
Uh-huh.
to destroy the black family structure. The powers that
Hmm.
be wanted to get rid of or to minimize the black family structure So what it is
Yeah.
they put it in your. So what it is that they put it on film, and they put your best and you put your most popular black superstars in film and introduce them to wearing wearing skirts, stilettos, high skirts, and expose and put that on TV so our
Hmm.
kids could see it. So our
Yeah.
so when they put it on YouTube and certain areas, certain platforms that's being portrayed and put on, and it's being exposed to say that okay, we're more entertaining when we're feminine. So when they put that on the screen, it's that's just to say that okay, as black
Yeah.
women, we don't need a black man in the home because we're strong. We're strong, and look at them. They're just like us. Look at them. Look at some of them. Look,
Well,
and they
keep in
what
mind.
they do is they put the image of the popular back like we just seen it. Jonathan Majors dressed up in a pink throwover thing, crossing his legs. Just seen that. So we got to look at these things. We got to look at these things and just understand that the powers that be do not want us to mobilize. The powers that be do not want us to, and they don't want that family structure. Because remember in the 70s, yeah, I can go back to that time when they wanted the black men out the home. I could go back to that time. But as time goes on, we gotta just understand, understand, and keep understanding that the the structure of our families are being minimized. And if we don't see, if we see, we just gotta catch it and see it. And the only way to is to get low viewership. That's the only way. But I don't know if that's gonna happen with us because we're divided. We're divided. It has to give it low viewership. Don't give it. Try to boycott it. Don't give it no attention. Fifth, you think that's gonna happen? I don't know. I don't know. But me and you as brothers, and I'm sure other brothers out there and other sisters out there, we see it. We see what's happening. And we see it, and it's in our face, very common now. And it's paraded very commonly in our face.
So let's show the picture, right?
Yeah, let's go
Let's
ahead.
see
Go
if I can
ahead.
bring it up. See if I can bring it up right now. Let's see.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Yeah,
And
come
this
on,
is
man.
Ebony. This is Ebony magazine. Ebony
Yeah,
magazine. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah, and it says Jonathan Majors most wanted. So we got to to be most wanted. We got to be feminized. To be most wanted. To be most wanted and to be popular,
yeah.
we got
That's
to be
sick.
feminized. It's like,
Yeah.
what do we have to
Well, see,
do to?
and here's the
Yeah,
thing.
go ahead. Hmm.
Well, there's a lack of respect, right? Right.
Yes, yes,
You
yeah,
know, there's a
absolutely.
lack of
Yeah,
respect
yes.
because
Hmm.
I'm gonna put it this way. I'm gonna put it this way. This brother right now is doing very well in his acting career.
Hmm.
He's doing very well. Okay, very
Yes.
well.
Uh, hmm.
And you know, I'm glad he's getting the opportunities that he's getting, but at what cost, right?
Yes.
At what cost?
Hmm. Hmm.
So that's the issue that I have with that. You know, why does it why
Hmm.
does why does it have to come to that level? And I'm gonna put up another one.
Just
You know,
just to be successful.
yeah, just to be success. Why does it have to come to this? But see, here's the thing. I would say the representation of him right now is a strong. Well, before that, like let's put it like this: he's one of the next brothers that, and so, most of the stuff that I've seen him do, he's appeared as a masculine image, a strong black male image, right? So
Yes. Yeah.
so so they're trying to emasculate him. It's like
Mhm.
it's like okay, yeah, we know, but if if we could take your this is the thing about slavery, right? Slavery did this. Let me take your strongest black figure and feminize that person.
Mm.
See, look, what is this?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, you see, as you can see, he's parading with black roses, and he got the pink rag on, and he just
Yeah.
and that's what it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 But it's like, how far can you go just to get fame? But big up to I would say, sometimes you be surprised to know how far you go just to get exposure. And this is where we had to go to, because I'm sure this is definitely not his idea. Of course not. This was
Oh
more
no.
like, well,
Well,
yeah,
I mean, that's the thing. Who the director of photography is, that
yeah,
was their idea. I
that
doubt
was
that this
their
was his
idea.
idea, because
No, no,
he doesn't just take pictures like this on his Instagram.
no,
You know what I'm
no,
saying? He doesn't just
no.
do that.
You're
You
right.
know, and look at the colorization, the pink, the red roses.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
combination of the red roses and the pink and stuff like that. I mean, it's
Yeah.
definitely a attack on his image.
Yes, it is.
And
It
that's the,
is.
that's
Yeah.
the thing. He's done. This man's on Ant Man. Um, he just did a movie playing a fighter pilot. It was a historical biopic or something like that.
Yeah.
He's like one of the main actors that's going to be used as a villain for the next couple of Marvel movies. So this guy
Yeah. He's
is
also
doing
in Rocky, right? What's it called?
Creed.
He's
He's in the
on.
new Creed movie.
He's in a new Creed movie. Yes, new Creed movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
coming out in a couple days.
yeah, yeah. So he's taking his career is taking off. It's
Yeah.
taking off. It's taking off. But they do have to feminize us to just to say, okay, he's taking off. So I'm gonna just put him in a more feminist way, just for him to get the exposure. And this is where it's at. This is
Also,
where it's at. So
understand. They also do this to make brothers appear non-threatening.
yeah, yes.
Yeah, and this is a part of buck breaking down the buck. Like they would literally take the strongest black slave and publicly humiliate him by
Mm-hmm.
RAP him in front of other slaves and his family.
See, yeah.
Now, now, Jonathan Majors is not getting that particular treatment, but the effeminization part is still taking place.
Yes.
And this is what they do, mainly to a lot of brothers, but they do this to men in general. But they do this to brothers quickly. What they'll do, because I think Hollywood has a quota for black actors. They're like, okay,
Mm.
we can't let too many of y'all in, so you're gonna have to choose. And if you want to be down, you got to compromise this. Now
Yes. Yes.
you know what I'm talking about. I know you know what I'm talking
Oh
about
yes. Oh
because
yes. Yes.
they do this all the time,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Certain things you have to do. Certain images you have to put on. Certain things you have to do in order for you
Yeah,
to be a part.
yeah,
Certain things you have to wear. Certain things you have to
right,
dress up as to be a part. And if you're
right,
not down, your ends, your pockets will feel the effects. If you're not down with the program, if you're
hmm
not done with the program, your pockets will get affected. And this is what we're trying to get across, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah,
If you, as a black male, if you are not like what Fifth said about as the black man in slavery, the buck.
Yeah.
If he's
Yeah.
not doing what he's supposed to do,
Mm-hmm.
guess what? That's where the buck stops. And it
Okay.
stops. And he
Right.
yeah.
Well, see, here's the thing. More brothers need to get on code and draw a line in the sand, in my opinion. It ain't worth it, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Hmm.
Hollywood is not worth it. You
Well,
know,
Hollywood is a thing that can, if you're not
I mean,
one
it's a
slip
very
up, it's very
think about it.
fickle
It's a it's
industry.
a it's a very demonic industry. You know what I'm
Th-
saying? Like I'm,
Amen. There you go.
you know,
There you go.
there's a lot of sacrificing going on. You know,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
what they'll do, and you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. Let me make sure I'm staying on point. I'm gonna put up something early, man. I know you're gonna recognize this. It didn't start with this brother, but I'll just
Yeah.
say that this was an early age, right? I would say
Hmm.
for the '90s cats, for the '90s kids coming up, because Flip Wilson is before me, right? That's before me,
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
right?
Before me too. Yeah. Look.
But
Yeah.
but but this is where,
Hmm.
and this guy at this point was known as a bad boy, right?
Right. Right.
And they really messed this brother up when they had him go this far. Now, what I'm about to show you, you about to know exactly where I'm going. Okay, let me get it up.
Hmm.
Let me get it up. You're gonna be like, oh man, because when I saw this brother dress up like this, I was like, oh nah, it's over.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I thought that back then as a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Check this out.
Oh, Dennis Rodman.
Come
Ooh.
on, man.
Is that the time when he married himself?
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. This is what we're talking about. Yep. Yep. Now he decided, I don't know, he decided to just marrying himself.
That
Now,
was
people, yeah, that was unusual. So people, if and when he did that at the time, I even scratched my head to it.
weird.
Marrying himself, but also like what me and Fifth is talking about, feminine, feminine. This is the image that is definitely heavily portrayed in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So when you talk about wicked forces, and this is part of it. This is and it's okay. It's a laugh. As a brothers, when we dress like this, we're less threatening, and and according to society, according to highly weird, and this society is we're okay in society. When your voice and when you speak up, when you speak truth, you're a threat. But when you feminize yourself,
Well,
this is
this is
it.
what I want to say. This is what I want to say. Now,
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people gonna be, yo, man, are you attacking the community? I'm not attacking the community. What I'm saying is, if this wasn't your choice, then you shouldn't be made to do it. If this wasn't your
Mm.
choice, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right, right,
Listen,
right, right.
if you're a man out there, you know, and you want to put on a dress, hey man, that's your business. I just don't like the being forced to. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Just so you could get a certain perk, and I feel like that's what they try to present. It's not
Hmm.
just it's not just a guy just like I don't think a straight man wakes up and says, you know what, I want to put on a dress today. Uh, 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 um, I don't think that happens unless that's something you want to do. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right,
Unless it's
right.
something you want to do. And this is
Hmm.
what they do. They're like, yo, we're gonna do this to accelerate your career, right? Let me get this off the image. But they'll say, okay, well, let's do this so we can elevate your career. And
Right.
let me get back to the Dave Chappelle thing. So for those who are familiar with this interview, Dave Chappelle said that he was doing Blue Streak, right?
Hmm.
And now Blue Streak is with Martin. Now we already know Martin already characterized himself as two women in his sitcom, Martin's mother and Shanae, right? That we
Right,
already
right, right. We
know.
don't
Okay.
know. Yeah, yeah.
Um, although although when I think about it now, because when I was a kid, I thought this stuff was funny. But the one thing Martin never did, Martin never made himself, as far as his main character on the show, look weak. That's one thing he
Mm,
never did. He never made his character look weak.
mm.
He's still himself, his himself character, his Martin Payne character remained frame. Was it comical? Yeah, but
Yes.
he separated that. He made sure that he he felt like there's not another actor who could play the role of the mother character that he's doing. So he
Right,
did it himself, and he made it to be a joke. It was, it's me because I got the mustache showing and I got the old woman
right.
dress on. That was on purpose.
Yeah.
Because he's making fun of the mother character.
Right, right, right. Yes.
He's making fun of the Shanae character because, and he feels like there's a Shanae in every hood, and he's got a
Right.
point.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
Now some would take offense to Shanae. They would.
Right. Today, yes.
They would. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Mm-hmm.
and the
Mm-hmm.
fact that he used to crack on Pam, and but Gina used to get cracked on too. Talk about a big head and all that kind of stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Pam,
yeah.
Pam,
Mm-hmm.
Pam never. The one thing I respect of Martin that he never did complexion jokes.
Yeah, which was good. Yeah, yeah. He did. He
Right.
never did that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He never did the you so black, you so and so. He never did that. I'm so glad he didn't do that.
Yeah.
On his show. But he did dress up. And then, Larry Johnson, basketball player, he had the
Mm-hmm.
grandmama character. I
Yeah.
have a picture of that
Mm-hmm.
right now. And then look,
Mm-hmm.
let's go to the modern day, right? Let's we talking about Hollywood. We talk about the industry in general. Let's talk about music, man. Let's talk about music.
Okay.
Now
Yeah.
there's a very
Definitely.
popular
Yeah. Yes.
that is a very now there's a very popular young man out here.
Mm-hmm.
Um we talked about him before.
Mm-hmm.
We did. Okay. And I
Mm-hmm.
was very disappointed in what they're doing, but I also felt like, he's a straight up joke. He was a one hit wonder, and they're trying to turn him into a a platinum selling artist. But I mean, I just
Yeah.
don't think he's really that good. I just don't. But I know I know they use him, right?
Right.
So
Right.
I want to talk about this guy right here. Let's pull it up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Lil Nas X.
Oh, Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X, y'all. Listen, I'm gonna make my comments. When I yeah, Lil Nas X, um the rapper, LGBTQ, yeah, the rapper. So listen, I'm gonna go into this. I'm gonna say this. When I seen a certain video, very satanic rich. All I seen was Hollywood all over, satanic rituals, blood sacrifice, and then when he had the blood sneaker with the actual human blood in it, I was just
You you
said
talking
this is
about that?
just
You talking about that song where he's doing a lap dance on a guy that's
yes
supposed to be
on the devil,
dressed up like Satan,
like
or or,
Satan.
or,
Yes,
or what they think Satan actually looks like, because he don't look like that in the
right,
Bible. But that's what they
right.
say. But
That's
anyway,
what they say.
that's what
Yeah.
the
So
industry. That's what uh the world thinks the devil looks like. But he don't look like that.
so
He don't have horns. He don't have none of that. But go ahead.
so this is what they wanted to do with Nas X.
Yeah.
Nas X, the industry already had them painted out as a. They wanted him to make it. They wanted to create an icon out of Little Nas X. And what they did was they say, okay, we're gonna let you explore your homosexuality and and promote it in a way where you're an iconic artist where you will have where we're on TV or on well, not on certain platforms that young people look at. You'll be the image of what we look at
Mm-hmm.
as black people. Because remember,
Mm-hmm.
not only representing the LGBT community, he's also representing the Afro American Afro our black African diaspora community.
Yeah.
She's representing that. So
Yeah.
it was an image to show that young people, if you want to go far,
Right. This is what
this
you have
is
to do.
how this is what you have to do. This is
Right.
how you have to portray yourself in order
Mm-hmm.
for you to get to that next level. In order for
But
you to get to that next, yeah.
I have a
So
question for you. I have a question for you though. Once you get back to the
yeah,
point,
yeah.
do they make a grandstand with non-black artists the same way they do with black artists when it comes to putting on a dress?
It's different
Yeah.
because let me tell you
Winter,
something different.
winter.
I'm gonna just, yeah, this different strokes for different folks because
Uh-huh.
let's take for instance now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take for instance now. Now George Michael came out the closet years ago, back in
Uh-huh.
the early, well, I guess I would say early in the '90s. Came out the closet. He
Mm-hmm.
didn't have to put on this. He didn't have to put on a dress or skirt. He didn't have to.
He did other
Um,
things. He did other things, but
he did other things. Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Guy from Menudo didn't have to put on a dress or skirt. He came out the closet. Didn't have to put on a dress or skirt.
yeah.
Um, also,
I don't recall Elton John, and he does play on that
yeah,
team, but I don't
yeah.
recall him wearing a dress.
Elton John did not put on a dress or skirt. He played that piano, and he did not have to.
Talented, talented man.
Talented man. Yes.
He's a
Yes.
legend.
Yes.
But I don't
Yes.
recall him. I don't recall him putting on a dress.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And other artists too as well. That's became an iconic image that did not have to put on a dress or skirt or be feminized become to hit that certain plateau. Now I'm talking about the non no
Non-black, non-black.
non-black artists, the
Famous
non-black
artists.
artists.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the
Understand?
non-black artists did not had to do what Little Nas X did. Did not
Right,
had to do what Little Nas X did to
right.
become to get that certain exposure, that certain plateau, to hit that certain plateau, and they get on that platform and to represent. They didn't have to do none of that. But as a African African artist, Lil Nas X had to outdo himself with the satanic imagery and the feminist imagery, had to outdo himself.
Yeah.
Now, like you said before, and I meant and I like what you said before. A lot of us have to get on code, and we're just not there yet because we're looking to lace our pockets up, and that's what it is. Forget about the images because remember years ago, years ago, James Brown came up with a song. You know the song, "Say It Loud."
I'm black and I'm proud.
Yes, you know the song. So that's not here, and this is a new era that we're living in right now, where new day, new era that we're living in right now. That Black History Month is here, and it's not too much of us exposing it to where it needs to be. Not too much of us that are thinking about building certain things as far as like pulling our money together and putting certain things into proper perspective, like institutions, um, programs that will help our youths to have that image. And a lot of us need that. A lot of us are lost. A lot of us do not have proper representation at all. A lot of us are lost or don't know who we are. A lot of us are lost and we don't know who we are. So that's why Hollywood and certain industries can put up or portray a little Nas X to us because we don't stand together, and because we don't because we don't stand together, and because we sell our businesses, and we give up certain music, our music, and we allow it to be contaminated, and we allow Hollywood to contaminate it to give us an image. Now we're being given, this is your image. Little Nas X is your image. Little and painting our nails black and giving us this image and saying, listen, hey, this is what it is. Because for a long time, we as black people stopped looking for churches to represent us. For a long time, we stopped looking at we just we're always in competition. We never looking to band together. For a long time, we just lost ourselves in this North American wilderness. So a lot of us don't know who we are, and
Now
it's sad. Yeah.
I got more. How do you think that affects? How do you think the image of the black man? How do you think the masculine? So the masculine black male image, there's an agenda to erase that and attack it. Um,
Hmm.
it does things in reverse. I think it's trying to make the black woman more masculine, make her come off
Yes.
more aggressive,
Hmm.
and to
Hmm.
effeminate the black man. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
How do you
Hmm.
think that? How do you think that affects generations coming up in the dating game? Let's take it
A
there.
lot. Yes. Let's go there. Okay. A lot of us are, and this is because of what's being portrayed in society.
Right.
So we have issues with ourselves as far as dating, as far as a black woman dating the black man and having a family. So, and because of this, we don't, and because of our disunity, it even affects our dating, our courting, like courting or dating. It even affects, because remember the imagery of the, because society makes it feel that, okay, I'm a strong black woman. I can stand on my own too. I don't need a man in the house. I don't need a man. So I can stand on my own. I can stand on my own and I can make it on my own. So in a way, a lot of black women do feel that way. That, listen, and society puts it that way because of mass incarceration, cause in a whole lot of and a lot of if it's not mass incarceration, a lot of us are in the streets, and just in the streets, and a lot of us are feeling defeated, feeling defeated, and don't know who we are. Because we don't know who we are and we feel defeated and we have no imagery of ourselves, it defeats the purpose of building strong black families. And because of that, this is why we have problems when it comes to dating. Problems because a lot of us, we don't, the culture is being stricken from us. So a lot of the sisters and a lot of the black men too, we have issues and problems with each other. We're dealing with each other. Why? Because as a black man leaves the home and mass incarceration is an issue, and this is where the defeat comes in when it comes to dating and it comes to marrying ourselves and building the foundation for ourselves, because we as people don't embrace ourselves. We're not proud, and we don't embrace ourselves to say, listen, we need to start building our own institutions. We need to start building our own community. We need to start supporting each other. And because if we don't support each other, and we don't stand together and support each other, our businesses, and as you can see, every time you go into certain areas, who used to sells we do sell it out. We do support in certain communities. We do support each other in the West Indian community in certain areas, and when it comes to restaurants and things like that. But the majority, the majority is the other ethnicities that's there that is selling to you. We just got to band together more and support our businesses and support our institutions and support our banks. That's the problem. And if we don't do that, if we don't band together, we are in a situation where when it comes to getting together as black people and dating, it seems it's going to always be an issue. It's going to always be an issue because we don't know who we are. And that's where it stems from, not being proud of who we are and allowing the imagery and allowing, and we're not on code. Fifth, you're right. In the beginning, we are not on code. And because we're not on code, this causes this fusion when it comes to building back black families, strong black families, and this causes eruption in our homes and our community too as well. Yes. Hmm.
Okay,
So that's what
but
it
this
is.
there's a shared responsibility here, though.
Yes. Go
Okay,
ahead. Hmm.
so
Hmm.
here's the thing about this agenda, right?
Hmm.
The agenda is about a collective of people coming together to
Hmm.
support a particular cause. The cause to emasculate the black man and to cause these
Hmm.
wedges that we have between the black man and the black woman as far as relationships, right?
Hmm.
Listen, man, a lot of people, a lot of women have came to the defense of many men who emasculated themselves, right? So, and also a lot of mothers who unfortunately are having kids with men who didn't really care about them to begin with, expecting them to be fathers when they're not going to be them. When the father bounces, now they're raising their kids just like how they would raise a daughter.
Mm, mm,
Come on now.
mm.
I saw a video, man. I don't even want to even play it on here. I saw a video of I, s- I'm God is my witness. I saw a video on IG. It was a woman. She bought new makeup products and she wanted to test it out on someone. Guess who she tested it out on? Her young boy.
Oh,
That boy probably wasn't a day over 4 years old. And she put makeup on that boy. Now the internet is forever.
yeah, yeah,
Say that boy, he's ashamed of that, right? I'm saying like,
yes.
he becomes a man's man when he grows up, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Now people are gonna say, "Hey man, wasn't that you as a kid and your mother put makeup on you? Mascara,
Yeah,
lipstick,
yeah.
eyeshadow."
Hmm. Hmm.
Can you imagine what that could do to that man, to that boy mentally now, and what happens to him when he grows up?
Yeah, because remember, videos are here to stay for a long time. So when you do that, and he grows into this generation, and then kids make fun of him, or they just look at that and they're like, "Wow, you put on makeup on your ah," that might just mentally mess him up, mentally mess him up. So yeah,
But
man,
that could haunt him now when he wants to date a female.
yeah.
So now he gets with a female, and the female is expecting this masculine man, and he's not.
Hmm.
So what happens?
He becomes
Go ahead,
he
give
becomes
your take on it.
feminine.
Give your take on it. I'm asking you.
Well, let me tell you something. Because
Yeah.
he's being, I don't know this whole situation. I don't know if the boy has his
Let's
father in
just
the
say he's being
home,
trained. Let's just say he's being trained because once you do that, you're kind of like training a kid.
and that's a thing too. I want to mention that too. The absence of black men in the home, and this is where some of our young brothers that are lost and don't have that sense of direction where it comes to when it comes to not the loss of identity and not knowing who they are. They look in the mirror, they don't know, they don't even have a clue who they are. Now that young boy, that young boy is gonna possibly, possibly, and I'm just gonna say possibly, be feminine himself. Because remember, when you do that, when she did that, and let me tell you something. Years ago, I used to see that too. Like I used to see women putting little mascara on their little boys and everything, and they thought it was innocent. But those same boys turned around to be feminine. If you know what I mean,
Yeah,
feminine.
yeah.
So with this little boy being, when you do that, ladies, you open in a portal. When you do that, his little, you're opening the mind is being exposed to something that he should not be exposed, that should not be exposed to, and you just open a portal. Hmm. And that seed is being planted. That seed is being planted, and you just open a portal. Hey, some things you got to look at it deep, and I just look at that deep, and that's what it is. Just open that portal. Now, of course, if you were seen that as a man, you'd be like, "Don't put that lipstick on that boy." You tell your lady, "Do not put that lipstick on the boy." What are you doing? He's not a little girl. Don't put that lipstick on that boy. But what are you doing? No. But the simple fact that he's not present to see that and to correct that, and now he's being exposed to that, and that portal is being opened, and that innocence is being like ex- the spirit of exploration. What I mean by explore, and you just open that portal. So I tell this lady, don't be surprised if that little boy grew up to be having feminine tendencies. Don't
Yeah.
be surprised. Don't be surprised. That's all I gotta say about that matter. Yeah, man.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
it's very important for the father to be in. This is the thing, but
Mm-hmm.
I still have to say this though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I also saw another video, and we're gonna end this show pretty soon. I also
Mm-hmm.
saw another video. Man, the father was in prison for 20 years.
Mm.
He comes
Wow.
out. He comes out of prison. He goes home to see his son for the first time grown.
Wow.
The son has press on nails, makeup, beard, but got on a skirt on with the stomach part cut out, halter top looking thing, skirt out. Now the father loves his son
Okay. Yes. Of course. Of course.
as he should,
Mm-hmm.
but he looks like in his mind he's wondering why his boy got uh is looking like Wesley Snipes and Tuan Fu. His son comes out out of the bathroom washing his hands. The father's around the corner. The first thing you hear playing is do, 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 do. Ow. Do, do.
Everybody, 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 every. Oh
Your man,
man.
your man, your man comes out and first thing that's playing is you make me feel
What?
that
What?
I am for real. I'm like, wait
What?
a minute. I'm like,
What?
what are you playing?
Oh man. Man.
What,
What?
what's another song? Follow me.
You better follow me. Oh man. Oh, okay.
Da da dee da da
Da,
da
da,
da dee da da. All right, I'm trolling.
da.
Um, but nah, He loves his son.
Yeah.
See, this is not an attack on, we're not attacking them. And I say
Right.
them
Right.
for a reason.
Yes. Yes.
My
Yes.
thing is, it started from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, men, please stay in your children's lives, man.
Yeah. 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 We
It's,
know.
it's it's
Yeah.
so important.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so important. They need that balance. This is the reason why. This is the reason why. You have a mother and a father, man. You need that balance. I don't care what people say about the. I rock with the Bible, man. I'm about a man and a woman coming together. All right.
Amen. Amen. We work
Y'all,
with the
y'all,
word of
y'all,
God, man. Yeah.
y'all can cancel me if you want. But the point I'm making
Yeah.
is, fathers, stay in your sons' lives. Mothers
Mm-hmm.
or women who want to be mothers,
Mm-hmm.
man, pick right. Please pick right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Pick right. And I'm gonna tell you why, ladies. You know how the justice system is, and if you don't, I'll tell you. It favors the mother taking the children. It does. Not many women will say, "Well, I'm gonna give the kid to you so that you can raise him, and then I'll pay child support." That's rare.
Hmm.
Okay,
Mm. Mm.
ladies, if you already know, if you're having children with a man, notice that there could be a possibility that you could be a single parent. So you can't just pick any man
Right. Right. Right.
to lay with. Understand you having if you having unprotected sex. I mean, I guess you
Mm-hmm.
ain't worried about diseases either. But if you're gonna have unprotected sex with a man
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna let him bust all kind of nuts in you, why are you letting a man that don't care about you or care about the kid that could come out of this? Don't no. Don't do
Yeah.
that. And fellas, don't just reward because getting a woman pregnant is you spreading your seed. You don't just make any woman a mother, man. You don't do that.
Right. 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 Right.
I
Right.
gotta come at both people on this, man.
Yeah. You have to. Yes. Yes.
You women should be having children with their husbands.
That's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Heard that, ladies? Heard that,
Mhm.
men? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
the thing is that the only way we're gonna fix this is to do better in the dating world first, because this stuff starts there, and what we're picking and what we're having as a mate
Yeah.
to cohabitate with. And the thing
Mm-hmm.
is that man, forget Hollywood and all that stuff in the industry. That's what they're gonna do. What we got to do is create an institution separate from that, so that when we want to give our people roles and elevate their careers, that we
Mm-hmm.
set a standard that we're not going to force you to put on a dress. We're not going to force you to do um, same sex acts that you don't agree with.
Right. Right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because they either
Mm-hmm.
put a brother in a dress or they force him to kiss a man in a movie. I forgot
Mm-hmm.
to mention that part.
Right. Right. Right.
Hello,
Right.
Will Smith,
Mm-hmm.
60 Degrees.
Hello.
What did he do?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Will ain't put on no dress, but he bent over. That's
Yes.
emasculation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 They do that. Yeah.
Right,
Basically.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So um, so a brother by the name of I know you're familiar with him, the brother who plays Falcon, but now Captain America, Anthony Mackie.
Yeah. Anthony Mackie. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Papa Dot from 8 Mile. For those who don't watch
Mm-hmm.
Marvel films,
Mm-hmm.
because not everybody watches it, right? Y'all on that
Mm-hmm.
anti nerd stuff. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
um, um, he made a statement. Supposedly, they were trying to force him to have a same sex um, romance scene with another man who's casted with him.
Mm.
He turned it down.
Mm.
When he explained him turning it down, he got
Mm-hmm.
criticized by
Mm-hmm.
that team over there.
Mm-hmm.
That team over there criticized him,
Mm.
right? He said, "I'm not gonna do something that's against my will."
Mm. Mm.
He got pushback. Are you saying you anti us? No, I'm just saying that I don't want to be forced to do something against my will. Would you want to do something
Yeah.
that's forced against your will? That team backed up off of him when he said that.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Wow.
That shouldn't have to be said if I tell you no. If I tell you I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. If a woman says, if okay, if there's a romantic scene, because this happens in movies all the time, right? If a woman, and it's never been discussed in a contract, nothing like that, they tell an actress, hey, we want you to do a love scene with that actor. She says, no. They say, well, if you ain't doing it, we ain't putting you in the movie. She says, oh, so you're going to make me do something against my will so I could be in this movie?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Do, do you know what would happen if that was made public? Now, that has happened. There have been many female actresses who refuse sex scenes. We're talking about the opposite sex.
Yeah.
Sex scenes
Mm-hmm.
with a male actor they didn't want to do it with.
Right. Right.
Some have bowed out the movie once they saw it in their paperwork. Once they saw it in the script, they was like, "Oh no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that." Some was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Okay, I'll do it," but then what
Mm-hmm.
they do is they like to change stuff. They like to say, "Okay, well, in the script it says you were clothed, but as we were going over with the producers, they want you to be butt naked." Now she should refuse that, right?
Yeah. See.
Okay, so what's happening to a lot of male actors, especially the black male actors, they'll agree to a film, look at the script, looks clean. While filming, they'll say, "Hey, by the way, hate to bring this up on you spontaneously, but yeah, we want you to kiss that man over there. I know you said you wouldn't put on
Fast.
a dress. I know you said you wouldn't put on a dress, but we're gonna need you
You
to
gotta.
kiss that man over there."
You gotta kiss him. And guess what? You gotta kiss him.
Yep. Then the man says no. All right, well we'll add another 1 million to the deal. More times than likely,
He's gonna say yes.
he's gonna say yes. But the thing is to say no. And I'm gonna tell you a
Mm-hmm.
guy who's been saying no for a long time, and
Mm-hmm.
another brother who's been saying no, and he's now gone from this earth. Number one, the first brother, Denzel Washington. Zacchaeus, have you ever seen Denzel Washington in a dress?
Never. And he's an outstanding class A actor. Never. This man don't compromise. He doesn't compromise. He doesn't compromise. You're not gonna catch the. He's a class actor on the man himself. He's classy. You're not gonna catch Denzel in a dress. Nah, nah. And he's a numerous amount of films. Or you're never gonna see Denzel kiss any man. This man is a numerous amount of films without compromising his stand. You never seen Denzel kiss a man, or you never seen Denzel in a dress. Okay,
Hmm.
okay, okay. No.
Yeah.
Second dude.
Chadwick Boseman, R.I.P.
All right, Peter Chadwick. Chadwick never didn't compromise.
No,
Chadwick, although his time on earth was timely,
was
untimely death,
interrupted, untimely.
it was interrupted. Yeah, it was interrupted. But Chadwick himself never compromised. Or you ever see him kiss a man or put on a dress? Okay, so R.I.P. to him. You never catch that. Hmm.
Well,
Yep.
I've never seen him effeminized, and I'm glad that he was able to stand strong. Um,
Hmm.
I don't want to put this out here, but I'm gonna discuss it. There's a particular I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna repeat that.
Okay, 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 okay.
I gotta have more class than that. But there's a conspiracy about how Chadwick got cancer. But I'm going to not say that on these airwaves.
Okay, okay, okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's
we're,
yeah.
we're- yeah, we're gonna bring this show to a close. Um,
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I hope we nailed the points on this topic.
Yes, we
Um,
yes.
we've had many shows talking about things that the industry will make you do, but I don't think we've been specific on this particular thing. And if we have, I forgot. But
Right.
The Jonathan Majors photo shoot is trending because there's a lot of mixed reactions to it. There's a
Right.
there's women who in the black community that it is. Let's talk about specifically that because that's really what matters. There are women in the black community who are split on this
Imagery.
on this imagery because you see them saying, "Oh, they like it, they thought it's sexy." Then you got some other women saying like, "Oh, I don't want to see them like that."
Right. 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 Right.
For the women who love the masculine image of a man,
Right.
they're disappointed in that photo,
Right. See.
right? And for the ones who are, you know, um, are about freedom of expression and non-gender situations going on, they're okay with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And look, hey, do what you do. That's what you want to do. But I just don't like the forcing part. Don't force
Right.
somebody to do something they don't want to do. I don't know if that's what he wanted to do, but I know that's teaching and desensitizing people, uh, young black men who are coming up in this industry. It's desensitizing them. So now when they want to grow big, they're gonna say, "Yo, I had to do." This is what people are doing. They're like, hey, young man, you see what Jonathan Majors is doing? Get ready to do that too." I don't like that.
Exactly. Or Lil Nas X. Exactly.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
like that.
So. Oh yeah.
So
hmm
anyway,
Yeah. That's what it is, man.
any
So.
last words on this, man?
Yeah, I would say this. Take a stand. Black men take a stand. Black
Yeah,
women take a stand. Take a stand. Stay
yeah,
true to yourself. If something in your gut and your heart and your soul saying, no, I'm gonna sell my soul, I should not partake in this, and I say no, God is gonna bless you.
yeah.
God's gonna bless you. Take a stand.
Mm-hmm.
Like Denzel, take a stand. Like Chadwick Boseman. Enough
Yeah.
said. This
All right,
Zacchaeus. Mm-hmm.
all right, man. We're gonna get up out of here. Yo, where can
Yeah.
they reach you, man?
You can reach me at Zacchaeus Music on Instagram, also on Facebook, Wayne Bacchus 167 on Facebook, also on Twitter, at Wayne Bacchus 2 on Twitter, also on Instagram again. Instagram again, yeah. Zacchaeus Music on Instagram again. So check me out, hit me up. Blessings.
All right, all right, man. Holla at me at the Fifth General,
Yeah,
Facebook,
yeah,
Instagram, and Twitter. All right, we're gonna get up out of here. All right,
yeah.
we'll see y'all next time. Thanks for joining us live. Those who did, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Shout
Mm-hmm.
outs. I know who that
Yes.
is. I know who that is. I'm gonna put his comment.
Yeah.
I'll highlight him later.
Yeah, yep. If you like this content, smash that like button.
Yeah,
So please,
yeah.
yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Yes.
All right, all right. We'll
Yeah.
see y'all next time. All right. Get up out of here.
Peace.
Peace, y'all. Peace. Outro out for those. All right. What's going on, man? What is going on here? What is going on with this?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we're
Yeah.
gonna get up out of here. We'll see y'all
Yeah.